It's beyond exciting to be a part of such an iconic story. It truly is an honor to be able to play Dorothy, especially the fact that I'm Hispanic. Just means that we're in a new state in the world. So I play the role of Dorothy, which is a great honor. And Dorothy in this story is a very practical young woman who lives in a farm and is very down to earth, and it's very different from the original. A lot more real, I think, because I think that Dorothy in this version is dealing with great things that I think every woman or every person really deals with in a day-to-day basis. You know, she's dealing with insecurity issues, with self-doubt. She's dealing with abandonment issues, and not until she gets to this wonderful world of Oz is when she finally discovers, you know, her strengths and her inner hero. And Dorothy's ultimate need in this version is to sort of save people and help people. She's also a lot tougher, I think, than how Judy Garden played her. That's why I have not watched the movie ever since I got the role. She's a bit of a badass, I would say. But yeah, playing her has been really interesting because I go side by side with her. You know, I walked into this, and I think I'm gonna walk out a completely different actress and a completely different person. And so I'm really hopping on this journey with Dorothy as well, and discovering myself and discovering Dorothy as I go along filming. I've grown so much during this entire process. I mean, you start a project so big as this one, and you do end up dealing with insecurities and fears and all this stuff, and it's exactly what Dorothy is dealing with at the beginning of the story. And I think as, you know, it starts progressing, Dorothy starts finding her inner confidence, her inner self. She starts becoming a woman throughout this entire journey. So in this version of it, Dorothy is bilingual, obviously, which is great, and it's incredible that everyone in the cast is from pretty much everywhere. I mean, we're pretty much the United Colors of Benetton, really, and it was completely by accident. I would like to believe so. We have British actors, we have me, the Hispanic, we have Americans, we have Egyptians, we have African, we have about every single culture, and I think everyone who watches this show will be able to identify themselves wherever they're from, because they'll find someone here that has a similar journey or a similar story or similar culture than they do. And for me in particular, I think it's really interesting because I do come from somewhere else, and I went to America, and it's very similar to what Dorothy is doing. She left home, so she's not from there, and she's come to Oz, but she's not from there either. And it's sort of like the exact same thing that immigrants sort of go through when they come to America looking for a new opportunity. They're not from home because they left, and they're not from here because they just arrived. And it's that beautiful journey that also Dorothy takes within this, that it's like, what is home? And everyone ends up finding out that it kind of is where your heart is. So this story, it's kind of hard to sum it all up in a little piece, but this story is about Dorothy, who's a very practical girl, down-to-earth girl, gets taken by a tornado to this wonderful world of Oz, where she discovers all these huge obstacles that everyone is sort of going through, and every obstacle is very relatable to many obstacles people are going in today. You know, identity issues, science versus magic, which is the big huge war that is happening in Oz, and Dorothy's like right in the middle, and it's the discovery between every character finding out what is science, what is magic, what's better for me, what's better for another character. And I think every character sort of finds themselves gripping onto either science or magic or what is good and what is evil. And it's a really beautiful discovery that every character has. Well, I have this wonderful relationship with Lucas, aka the sexy scarecrow, because he's not a normal scarecrow. He wants me to say he's the sexy scarecrow, so I'm saying it. Lucas and I meet on the Yellow Brick Road when I first get to Oz, and we build this great companionship because he's from this world, and I'm not. So I put all my trust in this man who I have nothing in common with. I don't know who he is, and he has no memory. So it's two people going into this journey with they don't know where they're going, but have hope that this wonderful Wizard of Oz is going to help them. You know, it's going to help me get home, and it's going to help him get his memory back. I mean, we've been filming in Spain, in Budapest. We went to Croatia. Because Tarsem, our director, is just such a visual genius. He's created this world that is beyond anything I think is out there. And because of that, we've shot in these ridiculous locations, which I'm pretty sure he just wanted to have a wonderful vacation. But in reality, we're actually filming there. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a great bonding experience. And every single place we filmed at has been absolutely stunning. And the art department's absolutely amazing because they're so specific with everything. I mean, you can walk into every tiny little corner and you find stuff about that character who lives in that house, it's great for us actors, really. When I first got to set and I saw the Yellow Brick Road, I was like, oh my God. And Oliver and I, who plays Lucas, we're standing there about to say action. And it was probably one of our first days in Spain where we got to, actually no, the first day on set was the first day I walk on the Yellow Brick Road. And it was Oliver and I, and we just sort of look at each other, and we have Toto right in between us. And we just go, oh, okay. And then Tarsem screams action, and it's one of our first actions on the show, and we're on the Yellow Brick Road. And it was just, it's a moment I'm never gonna forget. Yeah, so every exterior in this it's real. Like, no sets were built. The only sets that were built were the interiors of every castle. So East Castle is actually the Kalahora Castle, and it's absolutely just stunning. It sits on top of a mountain, and Lucas and I just walk up to it, and you just look up, and it's this wonderful castle. And then the tornadoes around it somewhere. So yeah, so it was quite shocking to be able to film in these real places. I think everyone in the whole production side is going through this wonderful journey with this show. Not only the actors or the director or the writers, but I think production itself is going on this journey because we're filming such a great, enormous show here. And we're just moving like caravans sort of all over Europe. And we're all just hopping onto this train, and we're all really excited about it. Tarsem's is something very special. He's absolutely magical. I mean, he has an energy to him that is just contagious. You could have the worst morning in the world and just put one foot on set, and he looks at you, and his energy is just boom. And you're there, you're present, and you're just ready to work. There hasn't been one day where I've seen him in a bad mood. There hasn't been one day where he's not happy and enjoying what he's doing. And the love for what he does is what has us all so excited for this.